Hey everyone, this is Jesse, and we're playing Value Vintage today, a format that follows the vintage ban list with a $30 budget limit. Today we'll be doing something a little different. Each week we host weekly MTGO events for members of the Discord. Information for these can be found in the Discord link below. Instead of the normal league format, I'm going to be featuring my matches pulled right from the Twitch stream from one of these events. That account is listed below in the description as well. Today's deck is traditional Mono Black Aggro. Powered by Dark Ritual, Inquisition, and Hymn, this deck aims to utilize powerful, efficient spells backed by aggressively costed creatures. Even better, some of our cards today you would not be expecting to be as cheap as they are for Value Vintage. Threats like Torok and then Gix, Yawgmoth Praetor, are both playable and are very strong when supported by a Dark Ritual. The sideboard has Lanterns for graveyards, Silex for rhinos, Necromancer for combo, Push and Engineer for creature decks, and Break the Ice for the post players. If you're looking for Value Vintage content, please consider liking the video and following the account, and let's get into the games. What is up, everybody? So, me too, me too. What up, Hadel? I'm trying to figure out why my chat isn't, my Twitch chat dock is being weird, and I don't know why. Because it's like locked to my first monitor, and then when I try to move it back over, it doesn't want to move, and there's like, I don't know the setting that lets me do that. I see, like, I can do this. Why can't I? Like, all I can do is shrink it. I can't move it. I don't know why I can't. I'm gonna message my resident Twitch expert. All he's gonna do is he's gonna yell at me. He's gonna be like, "Oh my god, you don't know how to do that." It's like the fourth time I've ever streamed, like ever. It's also the main reason that I try to do YouTube instead of Twitch is because I didn't have a computer that could do like all the fancy bells and whistles until I was like 30. So it's all new for me. We do have a ton of people playing tonight though, which is pretty cool. Thanks, Frank. You too, if you're playing tonight, what I would assume. Oh, nice. Good luck, Plasma. I am showing off my entire deck already, just because, like, if somebody's sniping me with if somebody's sniping me with like our free to play event with no prize, then I guess they just like want it more. Yeah, like I can't drag it. Like I know my big head's in the way, but like every time I go to drag it, it's just highlights everything. Like it's almost like I can't reach the top. So I don't know. Definitely didn't want that. Yeah, like I can keep like disabling the dock, but every time I open it back up, like it keeps it right here. And what's weird is like I can like make Twitch stats, and like this is draggable. And like I can even attach it in my whoops. I can even attach it in my no, that's the thing, like the docks aren't locked. Like I can well, maybe I can like do like chat, and then maybe I can lock the docks and then unlock them. No, that does not. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's just like it's only the chat one. So I'm not sure what's up with that, but okay, so real quick, I'm going to mute real brief and put up the BRB just because I want to do the player meeting. And after I do the player meeting, then I'll pop back in and then we'll get started. So be right back. Okay, we are back. So we're against Servo round one. Servo ends up playing a lot of Affinity normally. Plays a lot of different things. Gas. We are going to keep this. I think we're putting the Storok on the bottom. My big plan today is just to be beaving people. I still want to mess with this dock situation. I guess I can kind of do this. So we're gonna beave first, so that way we can scry one and see if we can hit the land. Plus we have the ritual if we like don't hit the land. Down the bottom. Delver, okay. Hitting a land would be pretty cool here. Okay, hit the land. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a ritual just in case there is a daze. We're gonna try to victim this now. I think this is less impactful than him. Okay, so no second land. I think we're just gonna take the Pierce, because none of these cards really stop him. I'm just gonna have to like keep. I gotta figure out the chat thing tomorrow. I don't know why. Last time I had it, it was just like, it was just attached and docked in my stream. We're gonna hit now. We hit 2 threats, so that's good. I think this is a like, yeah. I found the brainstorm, so got a Grand. So we know the 2 cards in hand. We'll probably just kill this Grand just to keep threats out of play. Don't really care about what's in his hand. Nice deal 2. We want to kind of leave him with the jank he's got going on in hand there. Not really jank, but it's like not proactive. Yep. Might be looking for another land here. Excuse me. All right, discarded the Echoing Truths. Now we don't know the hand. I mean, that's pretty good. We definitely want to him here while we can. We just tap down. Winter is a cold time of year. All right, that's annoying. All right, pretty good. All right, we're going to send both in. He can have the Spell Pierce at this point because there's not really anything that we kind of care about. We would rather kind of trade off. I would gladly trade a Beaver for this guy. I drew lands, so that's good. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think there's a point in not attacking there. Ooh, yeah. We're going to pay one. All right, I think at this point we kind of have it wrapped up here. I'm not sure what all could be in the list, but hitting Evolve Sleeper, we have plenty of lands, so we don't really need to cast anything. Yeah, all right, we got that one. All right, Mono Blue Delver. I like these Fatal Pushes. I kind of like these Silexes too, just because he has the thing that makes the 1/1 tokens we just saw in Delvers. Probably some other good things there too. I don't know if I like Torok. It's a lot of mana. Oh, I kind of like everything else. Augurs can block Delvers pretty well. Is it Beeves? Are we cutting Beeves? I think we're cutting Beeves. Maybe just two Beeves. Actually, let's do a Beeves and a Gix split. Earlier when I was testing this, I thought that Beeves was kind of worse when I had less Gixes. It sounds great. Tremendous. Tremendous hand. I think it's a mulligan. Well, maybe not. I was just being slow. I think this is just what the what do you call it? The rental bot gave me. Oh wow. If we ever love again. As odd as it sounds, I feel like I have a harder time dealing with Cryptic Coat, and I don't have like a good discard spell. Like I can kill this thing. I was mainly concerned about him hitting a counter spell for consuming corruption, like if he had spell pierce or lose focus. I didn't hit. Yep. Getting in there. I think we just go for Beeves and Sleeper here. Especially if we can like leave mana up every turn for Evolve Sleeper for a bit, we'll be alright. I'm gonna hit that Grand Grin with a bazooka. Could we make it? I'm gonna hit that Grand Grin with a bazooka. So far off from Cruise, it's probably the island we already know about, so it's Island Unknown. Too late, too late. Augur's pretty good. Maybe just attack here. And then next turn we have the ability that we can wait until combat, try to consume one of the creatures. If they attack with Grand Grin, then we can buff Sleeper and block it. But we just have a lot of options. Missed again on Delver. Delver's tough in this format. I have Mono Blue Delver that I play as well. I play a little bit different of a Ret Suite and everything, but it always feels like you have to just high roll Delver for it to be good. Like you just have to be like, please, please flip. I wonder how much this is gonna make my computer freak out. Oh, oh. Cryptic Code. Pretty good draw. Ward 2. That's I can't even read the MTGO stuff. Alright. He's far off from Cruise. Cruise is the last card in hand. I think we just maybe leveled this up twice. Push is pretty good too. Okay. This thing is what, a 3/2? Okay. I almost actually want to play Darkstar Augur and just hit the Offspring with it. Like we'll take 3 here, but like we have double, and we know he doesn't have a counter spell. So we're clogging up the board, and we're getting to a point where like we have 3 removal spells in hand to his Treasure Cruise. He's far off from casting the cruise. Let's get the Beaver in there. Argus, what did you play against? I'm a fess. Yep. We're gonna hit like 3 drop off of this these Darkstyle Augurs. I think that flash, right? No. Okay. So he's just gonna try to do like every turn. So there is a point here we probably should hit the token. Okay, pretty good. So we have a million removal spells. Let's just do equip. This doesn't have an equip cost. Okay, interesting. So we could go push, pay the ward, corruption this, swing out. I will pay the 2. I don't think we care about the Grand getting back and getting in here. This is 7. We have another consuming corruption in hand, so like he shouldn't be able to pressure enough for us to like really worry about that. Like he could flip Delver here and hit us for what, 6, right? Damn. He's gone through, so that's 7 flips and didn't hit anything off Delver yet. Because he had 53 cards starting hand turn 1. Because I don't think he drew any cards yet, right? No. Wait, where did this Mystic come from? Oh, the Mystic was the warded creature, or the cloaked creature. Alright, he's playing the defense now. Okay. I still don't think we care about Cruz. I mean, we could just take Cruz with Bat. I think what we just do is we just go to combat and attack with everything and see how he blocks this Evolve Sleeper. Dude, we're beaving, man. We're beaving people today. I was like kind of disappointed because I had to change this deck list up a little bit just due to price. But I remember people talking about this, and I'm like, yeah, card does like a lot, but like I don't think it's that exciting. But card's pretty sweet. I think this is all fine. Let's go to damage. Take the cruise. We'll go to end step. So shouldn't be lethal in play. Like anything that he can do. We could still corruption something. Yeah, I added Gix to the deck and was like, oh, Gix is really good with bat and everything. Um, so I figured Beaver would be good. Josh, I am reading your messages. I'm responding to your messages right now. Dude, I love a good beaver. I'm calling it now. This is the best beaver that Magic has ever seen. That's fine. Oh, it's Delver flip though. Shit. I still think we're fine here. He has Boomerang Basics in hand. We can just Corruption the Aberration. Yep. So we're gonna kill this guy. Pay the ward. Oh, I missed it now. Now we can just kind of clean up the rest of his board and swing in. Yikes. Yikes. These are crazy. Okay, so we can do we have, yeah, we have six, seven. How big is this? 3, 2. So we'll push this. I know, he should have Land Grant. Alright, so we got there. GG's 2 servo. Let's see who else is playing. Vacated Drake, he is the post player who won Richmond's 1K. Alright, so we got some blue-red Delver versus the devil himself versus Sin himself. This aberration of the devil. I'll do anything I can to make sure people don't play this. I try to do the same. I should actually have the opposite approach that I do for Cloud Post because I really don't like Cloud Post. I try to get people to not do that either. And then a lot of the online and the paper meta is just becoming Cloud Post. So maybe I should just like really be like, wow, Nadu is so good, you guys. You should totally play Nadu. I think I think Drake's gonna die here. He does have the Soul Guy Laner, which is important, but he already has the Lab Man in play. So as long as he has a way to draw a card, which he might, I'm not sure. But then he just kills him because he already has the Lab Man in play. Rados is getting too pricey now. You got to spend $1 million on Spirit Guides. So if you're not playing Spirit Guides, then you got to play fair. Professor Hojo. Cast something, remand your spell, kill your opponent. Meddling Mage. Lightning Bolt, okay. So this looks like just trying to pass and then win in the upkeep. Or win in the draw step, I mean. Let me help you out, Drake. Let me just help you out there. Plasma has 15 cards in hand. This is ridiculous. 4 summoning traps. I'm actually surprised this card's so cheap. Alright, Plasma's gonna get it there. So Arca is just playing for fun. I think that's it. I absolutely love Nadu. Everybody should play Nadu. Alright, we got round 2 coming up here. Oh, I'm against Dan Cohen or Dirk Hetzer. Yeah, let's get to a spot where we can get Nadu soft banned. I want people to have to work for Nadu. I want like nomads or Shuko or something to just be like not expensive, but like dollars. Like it's cool that you can play Nadu in the format, but like there should be like a big opportunity cost. Uh High Tide has like a couple like consistent players, but I feel like most people don't pick up High Tide, and I feel like they really don't like playing it online, so it's kind of reserved for like paper events. There hasn't been like a ton of those. Where the heck is Ketzer? There we go. Are we live? Can anybody hear me? The IDF attacked my my internet. They saw this juicy hand that I kept, and I was attacked. Well, pack it up. Oh my god. That's not good. This is actually my favorite part about playing this deck is because I only ever play this deck whenever I'm playing an Inquisition deck. And it just always misses. Can we find a threat? I'm gonna cast it. I think we lose this one. You're saying there's a chance. Yeah, sure. If we somehow, you know what, I want to know what's going on over there. Okay. So like need him to fade a land. I asked for too much. Yep. I don't think there's anything I can do that like really interacts here. Can't kill that. Nope. Oh, I didn't mean to hit yield all. What the hell is this? That's pretty cool. Why do these all have trample? Ah, dang. I do. I want to play back and forth Magic. My dog wants me to play fetch, but I don't know where her ball is. Mommy, where's your ball? I don't know where your ball is. All right. Necromentia. Okay, how many lands tap for colorless? We saw Aether Hub, Volatile Fault. I don't think this hits the lands that matter. So we're just bringing in 2 Necromentia and Praying. Okay, maybe Break the Ice is more playable than these Necromentia, or than the Inquisitions. Are they bad? Probably. I'm doing it. Okay, so we'll keep this. This is at least a really fast clock because it's going to be. This takes us to 5 mana, so let's just go Sleeper, level up Sleeper Gix on turn 1. And then we just don't really. With the mercy of drawing like from the top of our deck, which is probably fine because, especially if he keeps like a ley line. Like I don't know, he might have like ley line. Nah, I don't know. I really don't know with these decks. He's like famous for like playing like he's playing like the volatile fault stuff like I want to do stuff with my lands and not like convolute like my combo. What? This is like what plays in my head whenever I get to do Dark Ritual like twice. Doesn't tap for colorless. So I'm not gonna level this up for combat because it doesn't really change the clock right now. And I could end up drawing like hymns or something. Or like a bat. A bat would be really good. Or like a beeve. Not really what we want. I mean, I think this hand beats like almost every fair deck. At this point, though, I think we really need to like hit a hymn or something here. Time to move on. Not what we needed. Yeah, that sucks. So it's definitely Evolved Sleeper. We can level it up end of turn. We're leaving 2 mana up to maybe kill a guy. And then yeah, he's gonna like do creative technique stuff here. Sure. I don't want F6 just because there's like Maelstrom Wanderer things. So there's a chance that he just gets to like do his whole thing. Oh my god. So there's a world where we want to like, because like we can kill this even with like our consuming corruption. Yeah, so like this, okay, but like we're gonna want to kill this. I just want to hit. I want F6, but I can't. I'm tired of looking at all this. Drew a lot of cards this game. If anybody doesn't know what's happening here, he's cascading in a creative technique, which lets him shuffle his deck, cast a card from the top of his deck, or reveal cards till he hits a card from the top of his deck. He just hits like multiple cascaders. Realistically, we're like dead, because I'm gonna have to use it. What is it? It's just elemental, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna have to use this Victim of Night on Maelstrom Wander just to not die. And then the main problem that's gonna happen is I can't Consuming Corruption anything because they're all gonna be too big. He has a whole nother cascade, so we should have another round of like Dragon Stormer like technique. Yep. Guys, we played 4 cards on turn 1. So like I could Consuming Corruption the spider right here, but it doesn't do anything because I would still die to the Wanderer haste. In fact, everything has trample too is like ridiculous. Zer's gonna concede now. Let him do his thing, but we'll concede. Nope. Let's report. Let's check out what Toad and Oct are playing. Ugh. Oh, okay. I'm interested. Well, never mind. Looks like Octopus is just laying the hammer down. But I'm interested in whatever is going on over here. So world map. All these pest infestations. I gotta know why all these pest infestations came in. Like, what am I missing? It's like Free Strider post. I think it's lethal. Because it's gonna trample over. Oh wait, no. Wait, no. Oh yeah, it's still just lethal. Okay. Alright. We'll check in on this match just because I know the other one's a Nadu one. Ooh, okay. Ark, is it your first VV tournament? Just like ever? Okay, I don't know what's happening here, but this is pretty cool. Might be playing Hardfire Hero or whatever it is. Nice. There's a lot going on in the format. I will say local scenes, especially starting up, are a lot more fun just because a lot of people are trying new things. The online meta, I don't want to say it's hostile, but like they're definitely like the most knowledgeable players, I would say, just because they play the most. Definitely like seasoned players too. They get a lot of reps in. I'm gonna do this trick. I know no one's gonna be able to see it, but my dog will wait until I take my headphones off to go and get her ball because she wants to race me to get it. Just every time. So this kind of looks like kind of mouse sly. Okay, just ended up conceding there. At least that game. Is this game two? Was sideboarding that quick? Oh, I guess it's game three. Yeah, I mean it's gonna take a lot. Like, um, I don't know. I don't know if you put it. So I can't remember if you put it what like you were playing tonight. Um, but what I'll say is early on, like you can try to like mess with different decks and figure out like what works. But going and looking at like tournament results to see like I mean also just like playing in the event will give you like a good idea like what people are doing and like how fast the format is. Um, like the mono black decks can have like really powerful starts, but it really leverages on like Inquisition and like him. But overall it's like medium power level for what the format is. I mean I love Kumana though. But guys, there's nothing on my phone. I don't actually know this one. Begin a combat on your turn, mouse gains double strike or trample. That's pretty good. You can absolutely play fair too. Like we go through like cycles for um we go through cycles of like uh fair and unfair. And what ends up happening is like you'll see a lot more. Like I played Mono Black tonight because there's been a lot of combo. So like him Inquisition package is really good. But then a lot of times you'll see like obviously we're seeing like some Delver variants played, or decks that just try to outrace the combo. And then when those decks start doing well, then you start seeing things like Post that can just kind of punish those more fair decks. And then you'll see like a cycle back to the unfair deck. So it's kind of healthy and it's kind of sweet. But thanks, Kanda. Thanks for tuning in. Arcus, at some point too, I'm for the YouTube channel, I'm doing subscriber specials where like every like 100 subscribers, I'm doing like a deck. And what I was doing is I was picking a card that I wanted people to build around. And it like did okay, like with entries. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just have people send in decks, and then I'll just pick one. So if there's, I think what I'll do is I'm gonna do that for the 500 one. I'm gonna flip over to that. Oh, Maddening Hex. Okay, this is awesome. So if there's a deck you want to see, make sure to check that out. Oh no, I got crushed round two, so we're just watching another match. But I won round one against Mono Blue Delver, and then round two, my hands were good. Like I led game one with Ritual Inquisition Hymn, but it was Creative Technique, which plays only like fives and up. So Inquisition, I had another Inquisition in hand, it was dead. And then game two, I went land, Ritual, Evolve Sleeper, level it up, Gix. So I had 5 power and play turn one, drawing 2 extra cards a turn, and I still died like turn three or something. So it was close. Like, give me your ball. Get your ball. There's some spicy things going on here. I don't think you can attack here though, right? Yeah, but it's like, cause you just die now if he has a removal spell. I mean, it's also kind of like a losing. Oh wait, what? Oh, the Maddening Hex. That was crazy. I totally forgot about Maddening Hex being in play. That was crazy. Okay, I think Rev is the last match. I think. Just verify. Look at this abomination of God. Nami, bring me your ball. Bring me your ball. Bring me your ball. She like sits and waits for me to take my headphones off, and then the moment I take my headphones off, she's like, "Okay, I'm in the ball." See, look at this. Look at this. Look at this sickness. Okay, Plasma wins the match, so it should be everybody. Give me that ball. Oh, oh, oh. We don't want to play that guy. We're against Octopus. I think he was on the Groll like initiative deck. I just built Rug Rug Crundles, which is very similar to Red Green Initiative. Get a little bit of blue though. Man, people watching on YouTube later are missing out on this absolute cracking a beer open jam right now. It might give me DMCA'd. What is the Twitch policy if I go and open a beer right now? Can anybody tell me? I think I have 2 ultras left in the fridge. Yeah, Kyle, actually, so I took this new position at work where I'm only on weekend. I'm only on Fridays to Sundays. So I get off the other 4 days of the week. So now I have to actually use my vacation time like carefully. And the other tough part is like everybody else already has in all their time. So like I would have put in, since I have like decent seniority in that building, I could have put in all this time earlier, but I didn't because I didn't know I was gonna be working the weekend shift. So um I looked ahead at like SEG weekends so I could go to like the 1Ks. And DC is like a weekend that just like nobody has. So I was like, I'm putting it for the entire weekend. I'll end up getting like 11 days off, which is cool. So what I'll probably do, honestly, there's a couple of us that I asked if they want to go do it. And I'm thinking about like looking at like a decent sized Airbnb down there and then just going down like maybe like on Thursday and actually like kind of check out like some sites. Just haven't been to DC in like probably 15 years or something crazy. So I think it'd be like a cool thing to do. But I definitely, I definitely am going to that one. But yeah, I've been to DC before. Like I've been to a lot of the where's my opponent? I've been to a lot of the oh, there we go. Right as I'm about to ping. I've been to a lot of like the museums down there and stuff like um I've not been to the Burger King in DC. I've been to the fake Burger King in Pittsburgh. Mommy, where's your ball? Where's your ball? Uh, and good. Okay, this is kind of weird. I kind of just want to put Augur in play here instead of Gix, because Augur will also let us see more cards, and the next turn we definitely bat. And if we also would just like get stuck on lanes for some reason, we have second bat. It's also just considering the fact that I don't know if they play Spirit Guides, but if they play Spirit Guides, then they could play like a pretty big blocker. Okay. Okay. I see you. So now we definitely have to race. I mean, this bat's gonna help because of the lifelink. I think it's got to be second forge. I think the game's gonna go a little long, and I can shoot this. Damn it! I gotta keep track of day and night now too. Yeah, that would be sweet. I have no idea what I'll play in the meantime, just because it's so far off. But wait, how's this work again? I gotta always cast a spell and then 2 to flip it, right? We're just not gonna block here. Him's kind of bad here. His last card in hand should be a land. This thing's a 2/3. I'm kind of interested in just drawing two. We have a second Gix, so we can actually block too, which he probably won't expect. Like right now, I'm just at like resource advantage. Like I just want to like stay up on cards. Yep. Yep. Okay, Ritual is really good too. Means we can kind of like hopefully dump our hand next turn. Gix is a huge up. That's bad. Gix is a huge upgrade for the deck though. So we could pick up Gigantha, which is big too. We're gonna take a lot this turn, but oh, everything. Jeez. Chill out, bro. Okay, Victim of Night's a good draw. So we have access to 6 mana, which means we could go Victim, Consuming. So, oh wait. Yeah, wait. So 6 mana. So Bat, Victim, Consuming. So let's go Ritual. This lets us take Gigantha. Yep. I just want to do this now just so we don't get got by like a bolt or something. Well, this discard is kind of unfortunate. I mean, where's your ball? It's going to look weird spending a card here, but I think I got to kill the 4/1. Well, I guess I could just block here because I'm going to draw cards with Gix next turn probably. Plague Engineer from the board is probably good here. Okay, I don't actually hate double land. We're just going to send these two in. Damn, it's kind of awkward. We could keep Gix alive. We can do the um the discard thing. I don't think we're gonna be able to though. I mean, we can put this here, and then we'll go to 2. I don't think we can win this game if we block here, because we'll just have two bats and like all this that doesn't do anything at this point. We're gonna play like he doesn't have bolt. If he drew a bolt this turn, then we just lose. Sure. That's not terrible. Okay, so we need, so this is 7 mana to do, which we have by just casting the ritual, so we want to keep these lands. In fact, what we're going to do, we're going to go to combat. We're going to attack for 4. Okay, I think 7 cards should be good enough to beat our opponent. Because if I go to 4, if I pay life, then I'm dead to bolts. So we're not going to pay the life. All right, we need 7 good cards. Oh, wait, actually. Okay, we need to put counters on something. I think we put them on this guy. I mean, that was a sweet turn. I don't know if it's good. Like we're gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna have to throw everything in front of this. Actually, I don't know if we need to kill that. Does that have trample, right? Yeah. Put one of these here. So I think we do this here, and then this here. So this fades a yeah. Where's your ball, baby? I don't know what your ball is. That's pretty good. Terrible draw. I mean, we gotta attack, right? Like, we gotta attack with caves. Because, like, this is trample, so he's probably gonna block here. Look how pretty she is. We do get a couple draws. And then if we hit a removal spell with this, we just might be able to kill him, because then we can... Shoot this, maybe? I'm actually going to play this land, just in case it is consuming corruption. Yeah. I think we just swing out with everything. Okay, Vault Sleeper's not terrible. It's not the worst for us. That's a good draw. I think we can draw another one. Disgusting. Disgusting. Yep. Get out of here. Whew. That was awesome. Moto, you breaking? Here we go. All right, Gruul stuff. I like Plague Engineer. I like the Beaver. Honestly, I know Gix won that game, but I think I want to take the Gixes out. I think Augur's better at fighting for... Actually, no, these Toroks are kind of bad. Maybe it's Toroks and then a Gix. Yeah. Send it back. Send it back. That was the first time I've ever gotten to do the Gix thing, so that was cool. Where's your ball, Nami? I don't have it. I need a second camera on Nami just to show that it looks like I'm holding the ball hostage. Um, mm, we're gonna keep this. It's a little awkward on the draw. Push him. Get him. Yep. I mean, that's not terrible. Ah, okay. So second Inquisition's gonna miss. Although he needs a land off the top. Fellas, are you ready? Are you guys ready? Pause. Hold up. Okay, that's not fair though. Let's see if he drew. Nah, I bet if he. Well. One false move. I mean, we can at least fight for the initiative pretty well with this. Put that beeve on the bottom. Get that beeve out of here. Is it caves? Oh, this is huge for us. Because now we can just kill that. And my buddy Dom always loans this deck out every time that he plays VV, and all he says is that it's so bad. And I think the issue was it just didn't have any beeve in it. It was just lacking the beeve at the time. Ah, he did the smart route. So he's got caves and an unknown. We'll just kill this. We were doing a great job just racing what he's doing. Guys, the beaver might be the truth. I was kind of memeing about the beaver, but it's like... Alright, a removal spell off the top here would be pretty cool. We no longer know his hand. He's goading our beaver. Dude, they just keep coming, man. His draw's really good, honestly. Our beaver's been goaded. Dude, leave it to Beaver. Dude, this card's insane. Oh my god, I love that. All right, who do we got? Let's watch Servo. What? I don't know what's happening here. How much is Chromatic Lantern? Dude, I loved Chromatic Lantern. $0.82? I don't know how in the... I guess it depends on what he's doing with it. What is this? Oh, Smuggler's Copter? Okay. Where's your ball? I'm gonna attempt to find my dog's ball here real quick. back. My dog gaslit me. She had the ball the whole time. Messed up world we live in. So what has been happening in this game? Like I just see like a super wide board. Oh right, there's Arborea. Okay, and then this lets you cast it at the end of their turn. Okay. So then like, right, that gets around Arborea. Okay. I see that gets around Arborea, so. This looks terrible. This looks like a terrible time. I wonder if Arborea is like the preferred method for like lantern control in VV. Gideon Deification. I saw that deck. That deck is sweet. Like, I don't know. I went through it for a little while and then I ended up like not doing anything with it, obviously, but that's like the type of thing I like seeing to like pop up. You know what it is actually with what we're looking at? It's just because there's post lands in play. Like if these were just like non-basics, I would be like, this is cool, but it's literally just because of this. I'm a post hater first and a Magic player second. I'm big mana hater first, which is crazy because I used to play post in Legacy, and my first modern deck was blue white Giftron. I mean, is it like is it? I feel like I feel like he has all this mana. He would have like so much to do, right? What game is this? What an incredible time. Oh, I think this is the only match that's available right now too. Yeah. I think my dog had enough of sitting up here. I wonder what the significance of world map is here, given that Scour could search for another card, another artifact. Does it do both? I thought it was just one. Choose one or both? Okay. I need to just build blue post. I built it with the Mindslaver lock, but whoop, whoop. It'll quench you. A lot going on. A lot going on with this deck. There's really not like counter spells either that we've seen. Like it has Test of Talents, but Test of Talents is definitely from the sideboard. So then it's like, is blue just for like Final Word Phantom then? And like Scour? I don't remember what the context was, but I remember Word of Command. Somebody at a team event one time was playing Depths, and they like it was the first time I've ever seen that card. It was like my teammate. He was like, "This card's the truth," and it was like a month or two later, I started seeing it everywhere. I looked away. Why is Arboria's gone? It got Echoing Truths. Hmm. I'm due for like a phone upgrade, so like my phone port, my charger port, is not. Oh my god, they have another game. A lot of chatter going on tonight in the Discord as well too. This is also ridiculous that it tracks all of that. So it's just this is just all the damage that was prevented. All right, Servo's got 7 minutes. This is such a shift in behavior. I mean, it's a pretty good start. This is an aggressive start. I feel like that's how you need to beat this deck. Like all post decks, you either have to like do something that they just can't interact with, or pressure them before they can get their stuff online. So 4 power on turn 2 is pretty good. Not the poo poo. Not the poo poo. Oh, I got rid of the quench. I mean, pretty good. Dude, people are not playing enough Hoodwink. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, people are not playing enough Hoodwink. I need to get a new headset. I've had this thing forever. It's on my list of things. People need to start registering Boomerang. Not like the new avatar. It's like the boomer thing. When you're like, we used to boomerang lands. They're like, okay. It's like you boomerang your own god, draw a card. Sure, Grandpa. Bounce your own land. I'll call the judge ASAP. I mean, this isn't even that bad still. Like, you gotta stop, like, the Arborea or whatever's gonna happen here. But this is still just, like, you're going so wide. This is gonna be 4, takes you down to 12. And then next turn it's 6, so he's on, like, a 2-turn clock now. Echoing Truth doesn't really change that. The main problem, though, is, like, the mana that, ooh, changes the... Yeah, these things are kind of crazy. Flying O4s. This is, like, also just, like, I don't know what Final Fantasy this is from. I think it's Final Fantasy 8. Where's Brock at? Is Brock still in the chat? What Final Fantasy is Poo Poo from? Probably put this temper. Now, see? The 1/4. That's another thing, too. Like, 3/4 or 1/4 flash flying already. Decent stat line. This is like almost lethal next turn. Maybe close. Only 2 cards in hand, though. And then are we putting like another land in play? No, this is Scour. Thanks for the couple new follows. I just got the thing that came through. I don't even know what you do. Oh, I guess your land's not for any color, so you could still find like the Arborea. Yeah, Arborea doesn't even save you though, because you would cast it. It's kind of a cool line though. Is you can go like Final Word Phantom, end step, and then like ideally you're not dead, and then you could like end step Arborea, and then now you're like got them locked out. So you can block 4 things. You're still dead. Oh, not the poo poos. Counterspell. Does he have the counterspell? I don't think so. I mean, that's still not that bad though. Like he only has 1 card left in hand. He doesn't have to attack here. He's still probably attack with your Grand, yeah. Man, too bad Too bad he didn't have this It'll Quench Ya still in his hands. I mean, that's pretty good. That's going to minimize the amount of poo-poos that can be played. That's not good enough. Is that the game? Is the match? Servo wins over the poo-poos. Congratulations, Servo. All right, getting into the last round here. Once we get the last report. This is why I love the VV events. Like, even in paper, they just go so fast, man. All right, I'm against Jeremiah. I can't remember what he was playing. Where'd he go? You know, I would like to play first. I think I just want to go Ritual Gix and then Darkstar Augur. Like next turn. Not as good as a turn 1 Beav, though. Once Upon a Time. I don't actually remember what he was playing. I feel like it was something. Oh, dude, is he playing Boom Bust? What did he find? We got Luris too. Dude, Gix is like a game changer for this deck. Like, this card is messed up. So assuming our guys don't die, we're just drawing like 5 extra cards a turn. If he has some kind of Wrath here, even like double Bolt is pretty bad for us. This art is so sweet too. I really like that. Playing Jund. Molten Collapse, maybe? Terminate? Maybe Boom Bust? Doing all modes. Okay, that's fine. So he got rid of Brynhilder. Okay, so only 2 of the modes. Dude, right on time. It's actually good for us to draw that there too, just because no matter what the rest of our draws are, we are. Well, these draws are kind of gross. I mean, I do want to keep it though, just because it's only a 1 damage off this, and then it's an evasive threat for more Gix activations. I'll never say no to the Beaver. Yep. Okay, I don't know what's happening anymore. It looks like he's land screwed. What did he take? Oh, he can't take any of those. Okay, so this is like Jund Delirium getting into Footfalls. So I'm actually kind of glad that we took the Beaver just for the evasive threat. Because we got to just keep pushing damage in now. So we're 1 turn off being able to do the Gix thing. We do want that on top, just in case. So we're not going to block. I don't anticipate any, like, funky stuff going on. Sure. I guess I have to block because I can't. All right, so if I block here, maybe just do this. Because we have enough swamps that we can pick off a Rhino, and then we still just have, like, clock on them. I don't want to get, like, got by Bolt or something. It makes a lot of these, like, lands in my hand worse, though, but we're just going to do this now. We are drawing kind of crazy. We hit all 4 Dark Rituals in the top 20 cards. Yep. Um, I don't know what to do here. I think we still get in with Beaver. Well, actually, okay, so if we augur, we take him to 2, we block with Beaver, we go to 2. There's a lot we die to. We're playing this kind of risky, but we actually want our top card to be a land. So we're soaking this. We want our top card to be a 0 or a 1. We might just die here. What is this? Oh, so yeah, he was playing around something there. Man, that was sketchy. Wow, we really squeaked that one out. That one's really sketchy. Probably just Silexes. It is Delirium, but like, let's say 2 for now. And then Torok is normally kind of bad in Errata. Some people are not Torok a lot. I feel like with Swords price going up and people not wanting to play like white decks, maybe main deck Torok isn't as good anymore. He's Luris, so maybe these Victimites are not that good. Like they can pick off Rhinos, but yeah, like I don't think I want like a third Soul Guide Lantern. I just want like 2 to just like pick off Delirium. Ugh. I love VV like tournaments though because this is like 4 rounds done in like almost 2 hours. This is fun. We got the turn 1 Beav. It's actually pretty good. Because if we I'm gonna keep this on top just because there's a chance that there could be like a boom bust thing happening this next turn. And more lands is just good for corruption, for casting these augurs on curve. Sure. Actually, if I kill that, then he doesn't get to cast the boom bust. We're just kind of in the point of like resource denial. So I know it's not exciting, but like I think the next stage too is something like um what is it? Like a creature gets haste. We didn't get to see a lot of his deck last round. He has like Delirium, stuff like Bloodbraid and that. Is this brutality? This feels like a brutality. Alright, so it's gonna take our Dark Ritual. I wonder if there's a card that he has that. That's a good draw. There might be a card that lets him cast Footfalls from the Graveyard. I haven't seen one. We're going to take a ton of damage, but we're going to draw a lot of cards each turn. I'm just going to have 6. No point in not. Could fade a push, but he knows our hand, so it doesn't really do anything. That's pretty good. We're getting aggressive with this just because we know we have Silex next turn. So, like, his biggest threat is doing Rana's things, and we can just sweep him away. Avalorous. Alright, we have a lot of effects, so... I mean, we're just gonna, like, do all these things. Alright, successful turn. That's alright, Arcus. It happens. I'm sure you definitely learned a lot about the format. Alright, so we got there. Alright. Oh, let's check this. Let's check out this garbage. Let's look at this. Are these, I think, creative techniques or whatever got remanded? Just guessing, looking at the graveyards and stuff. So we went 2-0 in all of our games except against um, Creative Technique, which like that's one of those matchups like we want the blue decks or like the faster decks to play them. And then like Inquisitions, like we basically did I mulligan that game? I mean, we at least started on basically 5 because the Inquisitions did nothing. But it's hard to beat that deck too because like once they hit X amount of mana, every card they draw, or basically like most of the cards they draw, just make them go off. I don't think Ketzer has anything that can do anything here. I'm guessing based off time, this is probably game 3. Just because both of the decks can kind of like take a while to do their thing and may not be. Only one warrior seat. Probably trying to figure out what card to name with this meddling mage. Protege. What's interesting is like I don't know. I don't know what like the Nadu player does here now. Like you're trying to hit illusionist, I guess. Because now you like. I set the head lab man too. This is why like I wouldn't play this deck because like I'm just spending half the time being like trying to figure out the lines. It's like the floor for Nadu, breakfast for VV is like Nomads on 1, Illusionist on 2, like you're dead with like potentially no interaction, right? But then every other like thing like this, where he's probably like, oh, I have to go for it. I don't have remand for like that creative technique that's coming. Is like now I got to try to like do all these lines. But if that's the case, I mean, actually, no, he had meddling mage on protege. It's probably protege. Well, no, because then it would have cascaded. I don't know. Nomads. So he doesn't have Dread Return anymore. So he would need to like I think he's out of activations too for Nadu. Because you need to like Latin and well actually wait. Oh god. Yeah, you would need like another blue mana. 2 more lands, one of them has to be on tap blue. He doesn't have a way to draw either. Because he already has Hojo in play. Could you be so heartless? Alright, so drew the Narcomoebas. Has Phantasmagoria, doesn't really do anything though. Which shouldn't. Discarded the Illusionist though. It's weird too because like you can't like line up Hojo in like a good way. Unless he has Ladman in hand. Well no, because I guess you can, because you can target it with Nomads and then stack the triggers so Nadu resolves first, keeping Hojo on the stack, and then just like keep doing that. The problem now though is Carnosaur. Which if this is Carnosaur, I don't know what this is. Just trying to get him on like his blue mana. Or I don't know. This playing his cards, activating his cards. He's got a lot of lands, by the way, that tap for colorless now that I'm looking at it, so I think the Break the Ice was a good call. Does it make a treasure when it does its thing? Oh, interesting. Whoops. Temporary lockdown's cheaping up. That's interesting. Let's get a price check on that. $0.36. Was that it? All right, this is crazy. There's another game. So there's a chance that Ketzer here just gets to like do his thing. Just gets to oh yeah, he's probably gonna if he has a technique in hand, then he gets to just cast technique here or Dragon Storm actually, because I forgot that card does the same thing basically. So untap lane lets him do the thing. Oh my god, is this a he hit him with a GG's. Terrible showmanship. Want a timeout? What the hell? Hit the mother load. Sam is in watching this game, but did not play tonight. Mess up. Which, candidly, we don't need another post player. I'm gonna say. So, Plasma's gonna die here because all these things have haste, and everything has trample for some reason. Just forget her. This is the only thing playing in Warrior and Corset is he's about to throw his life on the line. And I remember now. So that's a lot of damage. Oh my god, it is the perfect number too. That's funny. Alright, let's end the event for everyone. Yeah, we had a lot of unfair going on lately, which makes sense because like Post has been popular. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the times you just like bring in spell pierces and stuff. Oh yeah. I'll check out the list whenever the pairings and stuff get put through. I'm waiting for Jeremiah to report. Just because, brother's in a game of CS. Let's see if I can just end anyway. All right, so first place was Creative Technique. Second place, Mono Black. Actually, I got second. Mono Black Aggro. Third was Nadu. Fourth, Red Deck wins. Red Green Initiative. Yo! Thank you for the raid. I feel awful because we're literally just wrapping things up at the end of the VV event here. No, honestly, if I can 3-1 or better every week, then like I'm fine. Because I want to be like in a good spot for like the Evo tracker. But I want to look at some of these lists though. Look at some of these lists together. So we had another mono black player. This is actually pretty close to my list too. The only thing I don't like as much about these lists is like your ritual is like less impactful to like put a threat in play. Like Bronco's a good card, but the format's a little too like board centric. Value Vintage is basically just the vintage ban list, but when you build your deck on Moxfield, with TCG player cheapest printing, it has to be under $30. So we just finished our Wednesday weekly, and we're just going over some of the decks that were played. So we had 13 people playing tonight. Mississippi River, if you're familiar with Legacy, was the deck that won. A lot of the decks that were registered tonight didn't have a lot of blue, a lot of interaction, so it kind of farmed. What else was played? I'm gonna look at this red deck wins deck. This is the one I was thinking about when it came on stream earlier. I was thinking Emberheart Challenger when I saw Manifold Mouse. This deck's cool though. Fan of that. I want to look at Toad's that Arborea deck. Perennial Behemoth. Yeah, the red decks are like secretly really good. Like, oh my god, what is happening here? Obelisk of Alara. Toad, if you're in here, we need to talk. You've got too much going on here, brother. I mean, it's cool. Cool deck. Does seem like it might have had a bit of a tough time into the room. Oh, there were two Nadu players tonight. Oh, let's see. Royal Scion Gaming. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we get a bigger comparison to Penny Dreadful, but they do theirs as seasons, where ours is literally like day to day. Um, and the power level is definitely closer to like it's tough to say because it's like modern-ish legacy. Because a lot of these decks are like a lot more fair tonight, but then obviously like we had the creative technique one where like you need interaction to play against this. Um, it was my only loss tonight, and it was because it fades Inquisition. So even hemming them, like they're still able to just hit their lands and go off. Um, but we do get like Swords to Plowshares. A lot of decks get Soul Ring. There's a Channel Storm combo deck that's sorry, it's not really Storm. It's like Channel Lich's Mirror. So you like loop your Lich's Mirror, um, build up a bunch of mana, and then you like fireball them. We get classic like Affinity. I've had Affinity built for like 2 years now. Um, there's like a lot of cool things you can do. Like I said, these are just decks that did well tonight. Or not even did well, just decks that were registered tonight. I'll pull it up here. This was my list that I ended up playing. So it's like it's like you get to play Gix, Dark Ritual, Inquisition, Hymn the Torok, the Beeve, like uh some people do play Skull Clamp. Like there's a Rakdos Solaris list that's kind of like your Jund, basically. And they end up playing like one or two Skull Clamp depending on like prices of things. So it kind of fluctuates. But Skull Clamp is definitely playable. It's just not like free. Like the idea with like a lot of cards is like when you price out your deck, because basics don't cost anything. If you price out a full 75, it's 40 cents a card. So like the more basics you play, the average cost of the card like goes up, like that you can afford. And then at the same point, like some cards are like dollars that people register. You know, like there's been like a flash deck. So when you play actual flash, it's a couple bucks, but it's like the rest of your shell is probably just like islands and cheap cantrips where it's like it kind of averages out. So yeah, High Tide's very good. High Tide's had like a little bit of issues though, just because of like weird things like snap climbing. So they've had to like make adjustments, but it's also very good. Um, Let me see here. What else was played tonight? I want to look at Jeremiah's Boom Bust list. Yeah, but that's the thing with like Ritual. It's like this deck's still $30. So I'm playing like three Gixes, so those are 62 cents. Toroks are 66. Um, you just have to like Deep Cavern Bats are 49. These are pushing 40. It's just you have to like find your budget elsewhere, right? Like 20 swamps, that gives me a lot of room. Um, you just have to like know where to like find your budget at. Like Evolved Sleeper is like really, really good for Mono Black. It being 22 cents, that helps out your budget a lot. Oh, I didn't see Raptor against him at all. Raptor's probably pretty good whenever we play. Like this is a deck that like this is like a hybrid deck because like Crashing Footfall is just like a pretty popular deck for the format, but it's typically seen in like your traditional like Shardless Agent or like Violent Outburst. Jeremiah typically plays like boom bust decks. Um, and it looks like he's trying to do it in a way that like he can like build it a little bit differently. So doing like Electro Dominance, like Amped Raptor into like Boom Bust, Cleansing Wildfire, like Rhinos. So see, like I don't know if I want Cecil. Like this card's sweet, but like my issue with like these mono black decks compared to what I have like seen in the past is when you when you don't have a way to like get your card advantage back, which is typically like why they play Broncos, you just like get behind and the board gets like so clogged early on. Because like Cecil has like Death Touch, right? Yeah, so you have like he has Death Touch, which like helps him attack in, but then like you're down a threat and you don't have like a way that you're like getting that card advantage back. And you have like your couple initiative creatures, but like this is like the worst one that you can play. And then Passive Receiver is good, but it's just like small initially. It's not good at like defending itself. That's why like the red green ones are so good. Um, it's just like a tough sell for me to not like try to go like more all in on like I said, I really like my list for those reasons. Plus we're on the Beeve. You gotta get on the Beeve. But getting Gix and like Darkstar Augur. Darkstar Augur is really good at like fighting for the initiative, which is a huge piece of the format. Removal options are fine. I'm okay with this. I like these ones better. Like I think Consuming Corruption is like a reason to play Mono Black. You know, it's cheap. Helps circumvent the life loss, which like I said, this list has a problem with because we're really only getting it from Passageways here and Bat. So yeah, like I said, it's kind of a tough sell. But yeah, so Victim of Night over like Power Word killing those is just because like you will rarely face off against those creature types. I did play against my own Zombardment list one time, and that was really awkward because obviously this doesn't kill anything in that deck. With it being like half zombie aggro and then bombardment the other side of it, but it's just really good. Like it cleans up like a rhino clean. It kills all the initiative creatures. Um, just instant speed like kill spell. I mean, I think it's really slept on. It's 21 cents. Like it's cheap. We're talking about like Sheldred's Edict and like all these other cards that are like good but like kind of conditional. Like go for the throat and that kills everything. Kills almost everything at least. Ugh. Yeah, I mean it was a good turnout tonight. 13 people on a Wednesday for the first event. Um, overall just a good I thought there was another event going on, but somebody's playing CEDH. Yeah, if you are here from the raid, I do plan on streaming every Wednesday for these weeklies. I also, this video, in case you're tuning in or you missed any of it or whatever, there's a YouTube channel called VV so Value Vintage MTG. It's my own channel. It's just all Value Vintage content. Do mock leagues with just people from the Discord, whoever's available. There's metagame breakdowns, cover a lot of the 1Ks that have been happening, any of the online metagames. I do those breakdowns as well. Started doing some sit downs with some of the uh, members of the community. I only have one right now with Heidel. He's one of the admins and one of the long-standing players. And then this stream's going to go up too. And, you could just kind of tune into that if that's like what you're into as well. But what else you guys got? I got a little bit of more time here. Any questions? I know there's like a lot of you guys from level one's stream. Thanks for the follows as well. Said a couple more new followers. Appreciate that. Four Horsemen Nadu? No, I'm not interested. I'm already aware of it. I'm not interested. Why have the vintage ban list? Well, there are still a lot of things that like one, going off the vintage ban list just allows you to have all the cards. It also prevents like some oddities. Like if you didn't have vintage ban list, there's no reason you couldn't play like Four Soul Ring or like Four Channel or whatever. So it does allow some cool creative things for the format. Like we've seen some cascade into channel decks. Like that's a lot of times what the Lich's Mirror deck does. So it's like there's value in having it. Um, so I definitely think that it's like it. I don't see it as more of a problem. The other thing it does too is like it kind of it also helps set like not having like ban lists or things like that. Like the the format overall is just you have like $30. Like you have $30, go on Moxfield, just go into your price settings, takes 10 seconds, and then just you can build whatever it allows you to do in like the vintage band. And actually, I'm not sure if it's yeah. So the other thing too is like we actually have a value vintage like filter on here. So if you go, maybe we should do it this way. So decks. Oh, these are just my decks. I don't actually know how to. Okay, all public decks, more filters, format, value vintage. These are just decks that people are building. Like these are decks that like are just public that people have played. But yeah, there's like a lot of different things people try to do, and like people try to do all kinds of different cool stuff. I mean, little hands. What is this? I see tiny bones. A lot going on here. Yeah, that's the thing too. It's like and like the other interesting aspect of like brainstorm and things like that is like brainstorm's not even like that cheap in relation to the rest of the format. Like it's like $1 or like $1.50. So with that like 40 cent thing, you're like adding one brainstorm is like sure it's fine, but like you're not jamming four brainstorm in Delver number one. And two, like when you build your Delver deck now, you only get one brainstorm. So now you have to like work harder for your Delver if you want to play that shell. You read that sometimes doing that makes the prices go up. What do you mean, Brock? Boomer Johns. Yeah, and like there's cards that like Gris is 35 cents. Like Gris is a sweet card. I think people don't realize like there's people who like the joke and be like, "Oh, I could play like Watch Wolf." But it's like there's a lot of cards that are like powerful, they're cheap. You know, like Once Upon a Time's like cheap now. You obviously get bolts. Like Pyroglyph's a cool card. People are doing Pyroglyph stuff. One of the mods is working on Pyroglyph creativity, like Indomitable creativity. You put like some types in your yard and then like creativity for two and like kill them. And you're just like a control deck outside of that. Um, yeah, but I mean, there's just like there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff to do in the format. You could play Spy, One Land Spy. It's really hard to do, but you can do it. I don't want to like listen to like any of this anymore. But yeah, format's definitely sweet. I have a lot of different decks in paper. I'm gonna like end up pulling some of these up, and they're gonna be like over $30. And Brock's gonna go, that deck's not legal. It's over $40. But like, yeah, like Uro's 218, so definitely not free. But like, you can definitely put a couple of Uros in your deck. Omnath 328, a little pricey. I mean, you gotta like really work for it. I don't have 30 tabs. I have like 6. I've 7. I have 7 tabs open. Yeah, Necro Dominance. People have worked on that. The main problem with that is like it's not a problem, but like the black shell sometimes has like some issues if you're not being aggressive, just against like combo and stuff, because your main interaction is the discard. So you like have to find a way to pressure them. There is another thing you could do too with like energy field. Like you can do Necrodominance energy field and it's a lock. But energy field's starting to go up, even though it's like not played in pre-modern. Oh, also classic burn. If you're like a big burn fan, don't look at this. Let me hit. Oh, if you are interested in the format and you load a deck, you can just go hit update to cheapest. So it's 31.47 right now, and then the price will adjust. So the one thing I want to point out though is like 30.59. I've got almost $5 with these 2 maddening hexes. So if I swap a maddening hex for something else, then like I'm within budget. So can we do Elder Deep Fiend stuff yet? I don't know. Probably not. Honestly, Elder Deep Fiend I don't think is. I want to, but like I don't know how you would play. Somebody actually said about doing it in like Affinity with like Up the Beanstalk, because it's just like you play like a Mer Enforcer or like a Frogmite, and then you just like juice them up and cast them. Ugh. But yeah, like true classic burn is just like free. It's just like easy to do. What else? If you like the rack, we get a lot of people who are like really into playing the rack. So see, I don't know if anyone caught it. It was 30.50 before I hit update the cheapest, and then now it's 29.86, so it's just legal. Dark Depths in Stage definitely works. We see that sometimes. Sometimes people just play a one of Dark Depths in their post deck, then Cloud Post, just because they can tutor for it and then Thespian Stage Cloud Post. Yeah, like Pox is like a big thing. People love playing Pox. My Infect list I think is over. I just like can't keep it under because Once Upon a Time's creeping back up. Also, like, why is Blighted Agent like over $2 now? Like, are people playing Blighted Agent? Because honestly, like, I could pivot this to just be like mono green. It would just be like way worse. Yeah, Phoenix is good. Phoenix is a good deck for sure. I haven't really seen a lot of Phoenix recently. Oh, my affinity list's already under. That's good. Yeah, so like hybrid of like new and old affinity pieces. Like Pinnacle Emissary. Nobody's playing Pinnacle Emissary. It's only like a buck 50. This card's insane when you're going off. And then like once again, like Darksteel Citadel, this card's a buck 20. Like I've had to start cutting Darksteel Citadels because the card's just expensive. Four color snow I need to work on. This is like one of my favorite decks, and it just keeps going up. I used to play Oko. Um, Used to be on like the full 4 Strixes, but it's kind of greedy because like unfortunately, like all the snow lands, all the snow basics, those count towards your cost. They're not free like normal basics. So like this 1030 is actually accurate, so I've got like a third of my budget just in my lands, and they're not even like that crazy good. I want to mess with this deck again though. There's a 1K in DC. I mean, there's a 1K in Cincy coming up too, but I'm going to DC this year, so I got to figure out what I'm playing. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do to get this deck under. It's like my favorite deck. Mark, send me that on Discord because I can't get my chat to pull up right. Like, why? Energy Field is going up because of pre-modern, but nobody's playing it in pre-modern. It's just a card that's legal in pre-modern. So the card was like $1, and now it's like $3. Yeah, when swords and counterspell were under $1, I was eating. And that's why like I had to pivot to freaking condescend for this deck. Actually, I do have. I haven't played it in a while. I actually kind of shelved it because the prices were going up. But I was playing this, so like I don't know if you're familiar with Vesuvian Drifter, but Drifter is it's like half Drifter and half Through the Breach. You also get the one of Flash because you get Worldspine Worm. Um, but honestly, you could easily just get this deck in budget if you just cut the 2 Gristlebrands and just make it like some other 50-cent fatty. Like honestly, like if I cut the Gristlebrands and just went up. All right, so I can't go up 2 Dracuseths because it takes me to 30, 44. But then like you just got to find like 40 cents out of this if you wanted to play it like an event, which could be like I mean, it could. Oh, I mean, I'm playing 4 Ponders. Like Ponder's a buck 43. Like you can make these like preordains, and then this deck's legal. So like, all right, now you have like $3 to work with. So you can order this deck, and then have like a ton of room, like a big window of it being legal. You know, like if there's like cards that like are steadily going up, you would still be good like for that window. Like I said, the deck's fine. Like it's the big issue with this deck is like sometimes you just like find part A but not part B. I actually played this deck or an older version of this deck on the YouTube, and sometimes you just get free wins by going like land pass land flash Worldspine Worm. I gotta order prayers. I'm just afraid it's gonna go up in price because I don't know really what to like cut from it. I mean, it's probably just like a botanical sanctum for like something cheap. Yeah, but I have like half of it in showcase foil and everything from Modern because I wanted this card to be good. So I just want to own the nice, cool copies. Ugh. What else you guys got? Oh, I'm starting to get tired. Oh, you sent me the list on Discord? I see it now. Alright, let's look at Toadstool's deck here. Oh yeah, so like he's like obsessed with playing Manamorphose in this deck. From just like playing like being like a storm player. So this is like a third of the budget. But like you can do that. Like the rest of the deck is like affordable. It's like in that realm. Excuse me. Oh, we're on peak? It's so peak? This card's 47 cents. What are we doing? Why are you playing this card? Let me see if I can find Dredge. Heidel Heidel's a big Dredge player. Nope, didn't want that. Hi, Nami. Hi. Here, come here. Come here. Oh. Alright, so let's find Heidel's list. This is really the reason. This is really the reason that I have to get off the computer and streaming. Yeah, Mono Blue Dredge is playable. I just want to find. It's actually probably easier. So we do search. Brewers. I mean, this is a blue-red dredge list. I don't think it's the right one. This is definitely not the right one. Where the heck is his? This is great deck. No, that's so Nadu decks run the Illusionist, but no, he literally just has a mono blue. Maybe he has it hidden right now. All right, we'll do this differently then. We'll check out this one, see what this one looks like. Okay, this looks closer to. So, a couple things. One, it's shown over right now. It might just need updated to cheapest. You know, I can't do it because I don't have this deck. But if you duplicate this deck for your collection, you can just update the cheapest and just keep track of it like that. Um, but yeah, you get like Breakthrough, Faithless Looting. The mono blue ones will just do like Tome Scour, so you save like some money doing that. There's definitely budget put in the Gemstone mod. You could end up sending like yeah, so they play Cephalid Coliseum, but you could save like $8 just by cutting these lands if you want to do mono blue. But the rest of the really the 75 looks pretty stock. So um Ensoul Artifact, I haven't seen a lot of people do Ensoul stuff. I think the main reason is just because like Affinity's just kind of better at doing that. There's been some people trying to do Hammer, and like Hammer is okay. I have a blue-white Hammer list actually. I haven't touched it in a really long time. Let's look at it. All right. 37.62, update the cheapest. All right, so 34. I'm on like $10 on Open the Armories though, so like you could like shave some money here. Um, there's also probably some. I think there was some new equipment stuff that was printed. I might be wrong, but you're definitely playing like worse cards. Um, than you like we're not a saga deck, like we're not doing things like that. But there's like worlds where you can do like Miscloaked Herald or like Core Duelist, and then next turn you like play a hammer and then Stolen Uniform to attach it. So then you just have like an 11/11, or you just kill them if it's on like a Core Duelist. So like your one problem though is like you really need. That's why like I was on the Open the Armories, just so like you really need your hammer for like this to be good. Same with like you have like some other janky things too, like Key to the Vault lets you like cast things for free. Wrecking Ball just makes your guy still big, not like as big, but I haven't really messed with this though. Yeah, uniforms like I mean you do get like Pure Steel Paladin. Um and you have like still like a decent amount of artifacts in the deck, but like stolen new uniform is like this is really important. But if anyone is interested in, where do I need to go? If you guys are interested, like I said, the Arcanium is my name on Moxfield. I think literally my entire, like if it's vintage, it's not. It's value vintage. Okay, so I had my one standard deck that I brought to um, the RC in Dallas, and everything else is value vintage. So I have 251 value vintage decks that you guys can check out if you're interested. And then I know that Plasma earlier in the chat put in the Discord link. So every Wednesday and Sunday we do MTGO events like we did tonight, and every Saturday, at least for the next month or so, they'll be doing cockatrice events as well if you're interested in that. And the other thing too is like if you're an MTGO player, like my Mono Blacklist that I played tonight, this was 7 tickets. Like the decks, there are some cards that go in the decks that are like expensive, but on MTGO, like a lot of times I'll rent decks or I'll buy decks or whatever, and they're under $10. There's like outliers where like Days is expensive or like some new commander card like for the Rack Eumidian Hatchery is like money, but for the most part, a lot of decks under 10 to 20 bucks. So if you're like on a budget, I personally do the card hoarder. It's like $5 a week, and it's a 200 ticket limit, and it literally has rented every deck that I've wanted after I started the rental subscription. Um, I don't know when Karanos hit $14 or Karanos. Um, it's kind of wild. Yeah, I know, Mark. I need you to just set up all my stuff. The once a week that I am going to start streaming now, I need you to just make everything. Because having to look at chat on my phone tonight has been kind of irritating. I just wanted it on screen. That wasn't like on screen. I just wanted it over here. Infect might be a good one. Yeah, actually, I don't know if you saw, I had Infect up because I have it in paper. The main problem is like, so this is the current price after updating it. So it's basically 33. The one thing that really hurts the deck is just like Blighted Agent is like creeping up. So it's like you're almost a third of your budget in Blighted Agent. And you could cut the blue, but the problem is like you'd be on like Glistener Elf, Blight Mamba, and then I think the Mirror is like money now. Okay, so it's like $1, so like it definitely gets you under, but like it's definitely worse. You probably need to go up on more like Audacities for the trample. Or maybe you could stay in blue and be like on like slip through space, but it's just like it feels worse. Like I don't know. Like if you cut actually if you cut the blue and just go forests, you can probably then also go back to mutagenic growths, which are money. Yeah, I've seen the venerated Rot 3 stacks. I don't like them. I think you need to be on like the combo kill for Rot Priest. I'm just not like interested in it. Like I just want to like play Glycerin up and kill you. Like that's yeah, because I mean if you cut blue, you cut Blighted Agent, Distortion, so that's 6. You cut 7 cards from the main, and then you get all that budget back, and it might just be right. Because you're gonna save $9. How much is mutagenic? I don't know. I mean, you're trying to like lick my hands. Yeah, like mutagenic growth's $1.31, so you're just saving money. It might be just right to go mono green. You save $4 in lands. $4 in lands. You're saving $13 overall. Takes you to 20 bucks. Yeah. Man, I can't play my cool new Spider-Man card though. I'm gonna leave these Groves in just for now, just because they're like card draw. So then all right, we were gonna update this infect deck, and then we're gonna call it because Nami is being a lot. Pendelhaven's $1.93, so if you had the budget, it's probably fine. Mutagenic. I definitely want 4 of these. I don't know if I can fit 4. Well, I mean, we could cut Grows. That's right. So we can cut Grows. I mean, probably go move one of these to the sideboard. Yeah, so like this right here is legal. And you have $2 in budget room with your waterlogged Groves. So then if like something happens where like the prices go up, you could like cut those because I'm sure those will creep up too. You have $4 in the sideboard, but that's all pretty necessary. I mean, I think this is doable. I think unfortunately it's kind of worse than um, Blighted Agent, but Blighted Agent just might be too much now. Yeah, like I'll have to touch like up the sideboard a little bit because I like these are all blue cards. Yeah, so we need 7 cards. I mean, that's probably just fine. You don't care about post because you're just killing post. Overprotect. I don't even know if I know this card. 50 cents? Uh, actually, you know what I do want? Nadu can be faster, so I want Pithing Needles. I mean, there's got to be like something. Phyrexian protection spell? Oh, Apostles? I think it's money. That's 22 cents, okay. It's the shit if I do say so myself. Boom. And you still get, like I said, you have three waterlogged groves that you can cut just for budget. Actually, how much are they? 59, so they're technically over now. You can't just add the fourth one in. Sleeve it up. We didn't also mess with our Gigantha either. Our Gigantha still works. Oh. All right, I think that I am going to call it here. So if you're still here rating from level 1, like I said, my current plan right now is just on Wednesdays for these VVs. For these VV weeklies. But feel free to give a follow. We'll probably do the same thing, just kind of chat about stuff after, talk about the decks a little bit. But appreciate everybody stopping by, checking it out, asking questions, staying engaged. Appreciate y'all coming by. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Peace.